Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to do a new project. It's called AgentOps Commander. It's an enterprise agent of operations platform. Let's see what's going to do on this project. Okay, what is AgentOps Commander altogether? AgentOps Commander is an enterprise AI agent operations platform, essentially a DevOps control plane for AI agents, specifically designed for managing the production AI agents at scale. I think it has a equivalent to Datadog or New Relic, but this application is purpose built for AI agents rather than the traditional applications. So, executive summary: the mission is to it is a unified DevOps control plane for AI agent operations in production. And what are the gaps which is addressed? Traditional APM tools cannot trace a multi-step agent reasoning chains. We are living in the era of AI and AI agents. How these AI agents are communicating together, and there will be multiple agents will be coming together to do one task. Okay, it is the traditional APM tools cannot track all the activities, and the value 30 to 50% of the LLM cost reduction through the reinforcement learning based optimization, and we are targeting a 2 million average trading revenue per year. 50 with 50 enterprise customers and in the next 12 months post strategy. And the critical gap in AI agent operations is agents are non-deterministic, stateful, and multi-step reasoning systems that make autonomous decisions. Existing observability platform designed for deterministic request response applications, they fail to provide the specialized instrumentation and governance controls and operational workloads workforce required. And traditional APM tools, if you see this Datadog, New Relic, and Dynatrace, they have no LLM token cost understanding, cannot visualize the reasoning chain as direct acyclic graphs, and missing the LLM as a judge evaluation for the traditional APM tools, and no human in the loop workflows. LLM's point solution, just like Langsmith, Helicon, or brain trust, no dependent orchestrations available, limited enterprise rollback access controls, and weak cost optimization beyond token counting, and no on-prem support is available. And DevOps platform like CloudWatch, Azure Monitor, or Splunk, they cannot parse the LLM reasoning chains. No systematic understanding of the prompts are missing, and they are missing, especially they are missing the reinforcement learning based optimization and non-AI governance policies. Customer pain points, if you see, debugging take days, not hours, with the existing solutions, and LLM costs spiral out of control. If something goes wrong, the LLM cost will go beyond our hands. And manual complaints evidence, it's a 40 to 20 to 40% hours per audit we need. No governance control, unacceptable complaints current either the disable autonomy or accept risk, and slow development velocity. It will take around weeks to deploy as compared to the current system we are going to build. And product vision and market positioning, the definitive enterprise operating system for the AI agent operations, establishing a new product category, that is agentic operations platform. It's called this AgentOps. If you see the enterprise APM evolution for AI workload, competitive edges are AI specific capabilities, and enterprise LLMOs for production operations, and AI governance control for regulated industries. And for the system architecture, if you see this observability analytics, observability and analytics, we have DAG visualization, cost attribution, and complaints. Okay, in data ingestion storage, we are using event hubs, PostgreSQL, Quadrant, Redis, and S3 bucket. And SDK instrumentation, we are using Python, TypeScript, Go, and in production AI agent, customer workflows we are using. Internal AI agents for platform intelligence and cost optimization. What are the other things included in this application? Cost optimization advisor, anomaly detection monitor, and root cause analysis. Okay. Next is core capabilities. Let's see, and there are around eight core capabilities we have included in this application. One is agent registry and configuration, prompt versioning management, deployment orchestration, distributed tracing, and direct acyclic graph, and cost attribution and optimization, human in the loop, that is HATL, complaints evidence packs, and secret management. Data flow, if you see the data flow from the instrumentation, that is SDK agent, the users will use SDK agent, then it will go to the trace ingestion, then it will store in the cloud storage, then the AI analysis will start, and then it will go to the visualization and action. Okay, for the storage type, we are using PostgreSQL. For the vector building, we are using Quadrant, and for the caching, we are using Redis, and we are using the Azure Blob Storage for the the data storage. And we are using multi-tenant solution, raw level security, this RLS, and plus AES 256 encryption, and TLS 1.3 for the transport layer security. Target customers, if you see the persona of target customer, we can see it's a director of AI engineering. His pinpoint for 8 to 16 hours for debugging per incident. It is costing 150K per month for LLM budget pressure. And the European Union AI Act complaints, it has started implementing on this May 2026 and cannot deploy daily. It will take weeks to deploy one application. So our goal is a mean time to recover this MTTR from 8 hours to less than 2 hours, and 30 to 40% of LLM cost reduction using the reinforcement learning and SOC2 and European Union AI Act certificate, and daily deployment without risk. And secondary person, if you see, is a Marcus is a platform engineering lead. His pain point was related to the observability tool like Datadog or New Relic. Datadog cannot trace the reasoning chains, and no LLM API tendency visibility is there, and no manual log correction is required, no automated deployment gets. Whereas the goal from our tool is a unified observability platform we are going to build for all the AI systems, AI agent systems. Automated canary releases are included, and sub 10 millisecond SDK overhead and pager duty or Slack integration we are providing. And if you see the third persona, that is a head of compliance. If you see his pain points are 40 plus hours in audit when we are doing the manual auditing, and no proof of human approval is included as of now, and no real-time complaints dashboards available and cannot provide continuous monitoring. Whereas our goal is to automate the evidence packs, real-time complaints dashboard, 10%, 100% is human in the loop audit trail, quarterly auto-generated reports. Business goals and success metrics, 2 million average return revenue in 12 months post GA, and expecting around 50 customers and around 70% MAU monthly active users, and NPS is 50 plus customer satisfaction. Okay. And customer value delivery is 30 to 50% the LLM cost reduction we are expecting, and 70% in MTT improvement, that is 8 to 16 hours to less than 2 hours we are expecting, and deployment velocity from week to days, and complaints evidence in less than 15 minutes. And platform performance, we are planning to implement this application with 99.9 availability. That means we are expecting around it's not a real-time application, so definitely we are expecting a small downtime, maybe, if required, as we are not going to implement it in 99.99959 availability. P19 SDK less than 10 millihertz overhead, 1 million traces per hour sustained, and less than 1% of false positive alerts. Um, Implementation roadmap. And yeah, we are going to implement this in three phases. That phase one is MVP. We are going to deploy the MVP in phase one. This first 4 months, and phase two is enterprise. That will take our next 5 to 8 months implementation and testing. And phase three at scale. We are scaling the application. It will take another 3 months, from 9 months to 12 months. And technology stack, if you see, in the backend, we are using Python, that is agent and backend, and fast API we are using, and LangGraph for agentic workflow, and Azure OpenAI GPT-4 and Cloud we are using. And frontend, we are using TypeScript and React, Redis sustained for the state, and D3.js, that is for the DAG visualization we are using, and React Native for the mobile application. And databases, we are using PostgreSQL, Quadrant, Redis, and strcable. This can be changed a little bit because in future we are planning to use for Supabase. Supabase is providing PostgreSQL, and also as a PG vector. Also, we are going to use that in case of the cost. And infrastructure, we are using AWS EKS or Azure deployment. Event hubs, we are using Kafka. Terraform, we are using Terraform, that infrastructure as a code. That is making us easy to deploy. It's a cloud agnostic. That means if you want to deploy it in AWS or Azure, independent of the platform, we can build the application and we can deploy using Terraform. And GitHub Action, we are using the CI/CD pipeline. We are using GitHub Action, and Argo CD. Most probably, will be sticking on the GitHub Actions. We have an option to Argo CD for more flexibility. And regarding the observability, we are using Prometheus and Grafana and Open Telemetry, and we are giving integration to PagerDuty and custom metrics. And SDK languages, we are using Python SDK, TypeScript and Node.js for SDK, and Go and Open Telemetry components. Multi-region infrastructure architecture. We can use for high availability. We can use multi-region setup here in the ES East as a primary, ES West as the secondary, and Asia Pacific for serving the Asia Pacific customers. Okay, commodity differentiation. We are for the traditional APM tools, Datadog, New Relic. There is no AI native DAG visualization is not available. No reinforcement learning based cost optimization available. No LLM as a judge evaluation available, or missing HA human in the loop workflow. LLM tools, which we already discussed in the earlier slide, those are Langsmith, Helicon. They don't have the, and then there is no deployment orchestration or limited enterprise airbag access. No on-premise support or weak incident management. A DevOps tool like CloudWatch, Azure Monitor, they cannot parse the reasoning chains, and missing AI governance, and no semantic prompt understanding, and no LLM provider integration is available. So in AgentOps Commander advantages are, we have AI native from the first principles and enterprise grade from the day one, governance as a core capability, and the reinforcement learning powered optimization ingredients we are providing. Unit economics and cost structure. We are applying for three tiers. One is free, that is 5K traces per month and 7-day retention. For the professional, we are giving 1K, that is $1,000 to $2,000 per month, and for the enterprise 40,000 per year. Infrastructure wise, we are planning to use the Azure infrastructure. We are expecting around $7,350. LLM cost is around 4,000, and personal, that is 7 engineers and project managers around 1,28,000. Total monthly run burn will be around 1,40,000 per month. We are expecting. A go-to-market strategy. This is the go-to-market strategy. If you see the ideal customer profile, that is the ICP is around 100 to 10,000 employees, 5 to 50 agents on staff, and 10,000 plus daily agent executions we are expecting, and 40 to 200K annual platform budget, and regulated industry like HIPAA, SOC2, European Union, A Act, etc., and focus on SaaS, FinServ, and health tech and insurance market. And geographic focus: North America, we are expecting around 60%, Europe around 30%, Asia Pacific we are expecting around 10%. And sales and marketing motion, if you see, if we are expecting around 30 to 40% from the inbound content using technical blog, case studies, and developer docs, and from the developer community like GitHub, Discord, or Slack, Overflow, or conference, we are expecting a 20 to 30 percentage of the customers. And outbound sales, PP engineering and direct engineering outreach, around 30 to 40% probably we are expecting. Okay, risk and mitigation strategies. High traditional APM vendors are AI features. Mitigation is 18 to 24 months. First mover window. Okay, 100 plus enterprise references, creating switch to cost before encumbrances launch. And medium enterprise sales cycle delay revenue. That is mitigation is free trade drives bottom up adoption. Personal trade, that is 1 to 2K per month. Accelerator cash flow before enterprise contract close. And again, LLM costs higher than projected. Mitigation is reinforcement learning optimization, reduce our own LLM usage 30 to 40 percentage. Use open source model like LM or Mistral to cost sensitive workload. And low risk is compliance certification delays. Mitigation associated to audit start month 6 and complete by 9 months. And EU Act requirement built from the day one, not referred. Low risk, one more thing is SDK performance and overhead block adoption. Mitigation is we can implement the async instrumentation so that the agent can run parallel. So sampling strategies and local buffering, P99 less than 10 milliseconds target with fallback to 20 milliseconds is required. Success criteria and key KPIs. These are the success criteria on business, product engagement, customer value, and performance metrics. Okay, next step is secure funding and build your core team, MVP development, SOC2 certifications, and general availability. And this is all about our presentation, and I'm going to put all the related content related to this project in my YouTube channel. Next thing will be the part two will be the architecture discussion, and the part three will be the boilerplate code discussion. And maybe from next week onwards, we are going to actually start the coding, and subsequently we'll give all the updates into my YouTube channel regarding all this development and all, and we'll go live after the complete implementation is happening, and we'll go live through our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye.